At number 1, and this actually came our way no more than 24 hours ago technically, with an insane amount of hype, Sega and Creative Assembly, technically the same team behind Alien Isolation, the game, went on and announced a brand new IP going by Hyenas. Well, supposedly a multiplayer-based science fiction first-person shooter where you technically play the role of some sort of Robin Hood. Here's a trailer. This game's coming to consoles and PCs sometime next year.
I said stop playing with the merch and move.
Can't you see we're busy?
Yes, very busy, darling.
Are you ready to be protectors?
For those of you who actually missed out on the alpha test on HypeSquad last week, the full game, in case you're new to, by the way, a pretty brand new, fast-paced 60-player multiplayer battle royale game that partly works just like Fortnite, is now on its way to PCs in both generation of consoles early to mid next year, developers of which just came out with another trailer, just in case you missed it.
Check out how strong my body is!
My strength has no match!
You're one of those heroes, aren't you?
Before me, I see the future. Human. Machine.
You know there's more out there, don't you?
Even the best journeys end. But a new one is right around the corner.
Up next, well, Overwatch 2, the sequel to the anticipated Blizzard's shooting game, is now finally releasing October 4 this year, technically adding a bunch of new characters, more maps, and a 5 vs 5 battle premise. Well, Blizzard just came out with another trailer. We do also know there's a beta taking place since June 28th, technically today, and eventually the full game is releasing for PCs, both generation of consoles, in addition to the Nintendo Switch. Take a look.
Yippee-ki-yay!
Boom, baby!
Check me out! Do something!
Get in there! It takes a team to tango.
Guys, at number 4, and I do believe I've actually mentioned this one quite a bit here, you know there's a lot of good stuff out there to go through if you're into some battle royale games. That said though, there will always be simply room for more, I would assume. Technically that is where Off the Grids, what we have here, comes in with the aim to slightly, as developers stated, shake up the battle royale genre, with the premise of a 150 player surviving mode. This game is coming to PCs and consoles sometime next year, and this is another trailer just in case you missed it. Announced last week at number 5, it is Super People, well technically one of the most exciting announcements of this month, the Battle Royale game at heart, and one that offers a combination of refinements in formula and gameplay when it comes to this particular genre. Here's a trailer. A beta for this game is coming our way August this year. The full game is also supposedly releases early next year, coming to PCs only. Take a look. Coming up behind that, by NetEase, Chinese developers, we have a totally new PvP-based action game, just in case you missed, going by Mission Zero. A game that supposedly features two teams fighting against each other in a very different experience compared to the company's previous works. Its technical test actually starts from July 8th onwards and set to be coming to PCs only on Steam sometime later this year. Take a look.
We're excited to share a first look at a project we're developing at Ubisoft San Francisco.
At number 7, and well, first announces Tom Clancy's XDefiant around the same time last year, we have here, once again, for those of you who missed out, another free-to-play team-based shooter by Ubisoft that supposedly features maps and characters from Ghost Recon, Splinter Cell, and the other game, Division. The folks behind the game also then just came out with another trailer and said this game is releasing for consoles and PCs late 2022. Check it out.
Our factions are at the heart of the game. They're inspired by maverick groups from across Tom Clancy's games and beyond. From this inspiration, we created new characters and gameplay unique to our shooter. And will continue to add to this diverse cast as the game evolves.
Guys, up next by publishers Gung Ho and the fine developers behind the one and only game Let It Die from 5 years ago, we have over here Deathverse, now Let It Die, well, supposedly an upcoming multiplayer survival game and one set in some sort of a reality show. Here's another trailer for those of you who missed it. This game releases later this year, possibly around November, and for the PlayStation consoles only.
Go! Hunting time! Hunter Oh, yeah!
Coming up at number 9, we have Midnight Ghost Hunt. Personally, I've actually never played this game, even though it's been out there for quite a while on Steam with actually very positive review scores, considering it is in early access. Well, Midnight Ghost Hunt is, as you can see, a mix of hide-and-seek type of games with elements of run out of the clock in terms of actual gameplay. It is releasing fully later this year for PCs only as announced, and this is how it actually looks like. A couple of weeks ago, we also came across another brand new IP called Decimated. So, once described by developers to be a third-person survival RPG, where players actually choose to play as a human or a cyborg. Here's the trailer. Right now, actually, we don't really know much about what is going on. All we know is that currently the game is in pre-alpha and a multiplayer free-to-play demo for the game is coming our way real shortly. Moving on, it is Arcadegeddon, a co-op online roguelike shooter that has been in early access for quite a while now, releasing fully and due out of its early access July 8th finally. This game is technically described by developers as an action-packed survival. It now even offers an offline mode, and crossplay for all consoles and PCs has also been enabled ever since. Take a look. Coming up behind that, we have once again Isonzo, the follow-up to the World War first-person shooting game Verdun. The game's now finally releasing for PCs, PlayStation 5 and 4 Xbox consoles as well, and due out September 13 this year. Isonzo this time around takes place on the Italian front, and pretty much like its predecessors, it is, as you can see, a squad-based shooter, but then adding a lot of fresh game mechanics along with an all-new Italian army and a lot more. Check it out.
168Y. Take down the enemy. Capture resources.
At number 13, Dysterra here is, as you can see, a science fiction based first-person survival game, and it's one where the player either cooperates or competes against each other on a destroyed version of Earth. Now, this game has pretty much all the usual survival elements like looting, crafting, shooting, and playable in single-player and co-op. There's a demo available for this game on Steam, and the full game supposedly releasing later this year for PCs only.
Survive till the last.
Dysterra.
And last but not least, just a quick shout out if you're looking for a space-based shooter. I'd like to remind you of Boundary by Surgical Scalpels, basically a multiplayer tactical game that offers zero-gravity fights with some amazing visuals to boot. Boundary is basically set to come out fully later this year, possibly around the holidays, and coming to the PlayStation 4 and PCs only. Check it out, here's the new trailer.